Hey students, it's Mrs. T again. This is the third video that you should be watching during week one. Of course, face-to-face students got this one-on-one with me in the classroom, but if you missed our very first face-to-face meeting because you added late or something like that, then this is where you're going to get that orientation to what is expected of you to complete this semester. Okay, and so this is the video where I'm going to not only show you our Blackboard class a little bit, but also explain a little bit more about reaction papers because for some reason they're a little mysterious to students at the beginning of the semester. So I'm going to talk to you specifically about that in this video. So I'm looking behind me at one of the sociology class Blackboard pages. And so whether you're a geography student or sociology, you have a page that looks like this. You've got a welcome message. Cultural geography students do not have a link to the online textbook because there isn't one. You have to get a physical textbook. But sociology has a link to a textbook. Everybody's got their syllabus, their course schedule. And when you look at this course schedule, I've got the dates for you for all the different weeks that happen in the semester. And if you'll notice, each and every week there is a quiz and there's a reaction paper. I've got it abbreviated RP. And actually, you can think of the R in reaction paper or RP with a lot of different R words because a reaction paper is a review. There's an R word, a review of the material that we covered that week. You take the homework action of taking notes on the videos that you have to watch or the face-to-face sessions that we have together. You take notes on those when they're happening, and then you review that material in paragraph form and submit it in the reaction paper journal tool in each weekly folder. You can also think about it as a reflection on what we have talked about that week. You can think of it as a response to what we talked about that week, especially if you have some disagreement with some of the topics, or if you think that something has a bias toward or away from a particular point of view, or if you see a news story or a movie or song lyrics or anything like that that kind of refers to, there's another R word, the curriculum that we've learned about in class that particular week, then you need to mention that and talk about that in your reflection, review, response, reaction paper, whichever R you want to use to describe it. But every single week, there's a reaction paper due on Saturday night that week, and every single week there is a quiz due on Sunday night that week. Now, most people like to do these at the same time. Sometimes people say, I don't want to do it on Saturday night. I'm busy or I work. Friday morning at 10 a.m. is better for me. You decide because you have a good 4 or 5 days each week when the reaction paper link is available in your folder. Let me show you one of the folders. You'll go up to course content, which is what I clicked on up here, and it will take you to the weekly folders. Now, right now, you only see one weekly folder. When my internet finally takes me there, I think it's about, there we go. Oops. No, I'll have to erase this one. Didn't know you were going to see that. But anyway, this weekly folder is what I'm talking about. And so if you click on the weekly folder, you will see the videos that you're supposed to watch. You'll see the reaction paper journal tool where you're supposed to click and submit that reaction paper for that particular week. You'll see the quiz. You'll also see the extra credit discussion board that I mentioned in a previous video. But that's what you do. You look in the course content, and again, ignore this midterm thing. That's not supposed to be there, so it will be erased before your first day of class, and you'll just see this one weekly folder. But that's where you go to submit work, to get your video lessons, to review a video from a face-to-face session that we had together, any of those kinds of things. So that's what you'll do. Okay, so let's go back to the Start Here page where you will find the reaction paper rules for success posted. Let's see, did I go? No, there we go. Oh, is it taking me? There we go. There I am. Okay, I was there to begin with. So there's the Start Here page, and if you scroll down, there's our schedule that I was just looking at with you, and if you scroll past that, here's some reaction paper rules for success. Now, you might remember from video 2 that you're supposed to watch that we have 16 weeks in the semester and you're only gonna have to submit 10 reaction papers. So when I say that a reaction paper is due every Saturday night, you are not under the obligation, you are not obligated, that's a better way to put it, to submit one every single Saturday. There might be some weeks when you're just too busy, there might be some weeks when the topics that we covered in class, although you are required to take notes on them and study them for a midterm or for a final, maybe those topics just weren't your thing, and so you don't really want to react or respond or reflect or review those topics in paragraph form. So you only need 10 reaction papers during the semester, and you choose which 10 weeks you do them. There's always going to be a link in every one of the 16 weekly folders that we have, but you choose whether you're actually going to do it that particular week or not. If you turn one in and it doesn't follow the rules that are listed here, then even though you've done one and you've turned one in, you can't earn credit for it. So pretty much if you follow the rules that I'm about to go over with you, you're going to earn 10 points. Whether you have just completely ripped apart the content, and there's another R, ripping apart the content and disagreeing with it and saying how garbage it is, etc., stronger words than that if you want to. Even if you do that kind of thing, if you follow the rules and you actually are discussing the content of that week in your reaction paper, you get credit. Okay? And I will, like it says here, I'll give you a lot of feedback so you know what was missing from your paper if there was something missing where you didn't get credit for it. When you do get credit, I still give you feedback. And because there might be something, if you write a reaction paper and you have completely missed the point of something, but you have really tried to complete the reaction paper successfully, you will still get credit for that. But in my feedback, I will try to correct that muddy issue that maybe was confusing you, if that was evident in the writing during your reaction paper. Okay, so I've already showed you the weekly content folder where there's a reaction paper journal tool. That's where you go to submit stuff. It's a journal tool, and just, put it in the text box or upload your document, or, whatever is more convenient for you. It's better if you don't upload a document. It's better on me, but whatever's more convenient for you is fine. But look, if you don't submit one each week by Saturday, here's one of the rules. You have to do it by Saturday at midnight or that link disappears. And don't text me on Sunday morning and say, can you reopen it or can you accept it through email? Because it's not personal. I don't hate you. It's a rule, and no, you can't. If you missed that Saturday deadline, then you will have to wait till the next week, write about the next week's topics, and submit it before that week Saturday deadline, and start from there. Okay, so yes, it's a journal tool in Blackboard. It's not the discussion board. You will notice that there is a discussion board link in every weekly folder, but that's the extra credit discussion board where you can volunteer to share your reaction paper ideas or even your entire reaction paper if you want to. But the way I grade them weekly when you turn them in is through the journal tool. And I won't necessarily see what you have submitted in the discussion board. At least not weekly. Not necessarily will I see it when you post it there, if you choose voluntarily to participate in that discussion board for your classmates' benefit and your own, because you get extra credit. Okay, so every reaction paper, every RP has to be 300 words. And that doesn't mean your name, the date, the room number, my name, the topic. It means in your paragraphs that you write, it must be a minimum of 300 words. That applies to everybody. And I think it's long enough to actually get some content and some information passed, to me, but also short enough to where it's not something you want to just stab your eyes out or something. No, I don't want it to be, horrible for you to have to complete this. So 300 words is the minimum. You choose the topic that you're going to write about. We will cover many topics each week. Week 1 is a little bit of an exception because we have to spend so much time on logistics, but we will cover many topics each week. And you can choose to review all of those topics and summarize them. It really helps to study for a quiz if you choose to do that. Or if one particular topic really touched you for some kind of reason and you have personal experience with it, you can talk about personal experience, but make sure you are constantly reviewing and rewriting watching the sociology content as it relates to your personal experience so that you get credit. I got to see mostly sociology content and not just, I remember one Saturday morning blah blah happened, without relating how that blah blah is, pertinent to the topics we covered in class that week. Okay? So yes, you can summarize the weekly content in your reaction paper and you'll be better prepared for the quiz. I think I mentioned that one already. Now here's one, number 8, that you really need to pay attention to. You have to do 10 reaction papers over the course of this semester, but 5 of the 10 reaction papers, I require that there's another R word, I require that you find some type of outside information, not a personal life experience, and not something that I have assigned for you to watch or read or something like that in class. An outside source is anything published, like a meme that you saw on Instagram, or a story that you read on Yahoo News, or a movie that had a particular theme, a social theme that went along, or a cultural theme that went along with something in our class. So you need to talk about that movie. How did it relate to the topics we discussed that week? You need to talk about those song lyrics, even quote them. How did they correspond, or why did they make you think about the content we were discussing? Something that you can cite and tell me, on this YouTube channel at this YouTube address, I saw this video and it covers this, or I went to sociology.com, or I went to National Geographic and I saw this and it relates to this topic we discussed in class this week, and here's how. And 5 of your 10 reaction papers have to include something I did not assign for you, but you found or you happened upon, because in our classes, cultural geography and sociology, we're talking about daily life. We are talking about stuff that relates to our daily life experiences. And I want you to start seeing our content in your daily life experience and the things that you are reading, listening to, watching, doing every day. So bring some of that in and cite it for me so I can find it myself if I want to, or use it in an assignment like for a project or something in future classes. Just cite it. Okay, you can text me and ask me questions about what I could possibly do for a reaction paper that week. However, you should first ask your classmates on the discussion board what their ideas are. You will actually get a richer response that way. During the lessons that we have each week in class, I'm going to suggest things from time to time. This might be a really good thing to write a reaction paper on, if you want to focus on just one thing in class. And so listen for that in the video lectures that you're required to watch anyway. Sometimes I might send an announcement in class. You'll get an announcement every Monday morning anyway, at the beginning of the week anyway, and sometimes I might suggest a reaction paper topic in those announcements. So you'll get reaction paper topics from a variety of sources, but even if you watch a video that doesn't have any reaction paper prompts in it, I forget to give you a reaction paper prompt. And if there isn't one in the announcement, and if nobody posted on the discussion board that week, you can it's always a great idea to review all of the information, or at least as much of it as you need to review before you get to 300 words for your reaction paper that particular week. Okay, so I think that is I think that's all I can tell you about reaction papers. And if you do text me and ask me specific questions, I might refer you back to this video, because I think that this is all I can tell you about reaction papers. Most people skip the first week because there is no reaction to have over the logistics of the class, and we're really only going to have one lesson in sociology and one lesson in cultural geography. That might come in the form of one video or maybe 2 short videos to get that lesson completed. But there's not going to be a whole lot of meat to chew on for a reaction paper this first week. So most people skip it. Please don't feel like you have to force yourself to do something that you're confused about. So maybe wait until you see a post in that extra credit discussion board and see what your classmates suggest before you get started. And always do text me with questions about anything. But if I've gone over it in a video, I'm probably going to refer you to that video to watch it again, because there's lots of good golden stuff in these videos for you to think about and use for your success in this class. Okay, I look forward to hearing from you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.